Hello, I'm Brandy Weaver with Darlington County First Steps, and I'm going to read The Napping House to you today. It's written by Audrey Wood. It's illustrated by Don Wood. This is my favorite children's book to read. I love the illustrations, the picture, the colors that he uses tell the story, and you can see the changes that are getting ready to occur. So pay attention to the pictures. The Napping House. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. Get that dreary feeling from the weather outside. And in that house there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. You definitely get that cozy feeling. And on that bed there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. There's that granny, her mouth open, snoring. And on that granny there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. So you go from the granny to the child now. And on that child there is a dog, a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. We got the bed, the granny, the child, the dog. He looks really comfortable, doesn't he? I wonder who's coming along next. If I look at the picture, who do I think's coming next? Yeah, I think it's the cat. And on that dog there is a cat, a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. Got the grannies as long as the bed. Then we got the child. He's a little bit smaller. Then we got the dog. He's a little bit smaller. Got the cat, who's a little bit smaller. Wonder who's coming next and what size the character will be. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So I notice as every character is introduced, they're going from big to small as they go up. What's going to be smaller than the mouse? And on that mouse there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And again, I see that from largest all the way up to smallest. A wakeful flea. Who bites the mouse? Who scares the cat? That cat's legs all stretched out. You can tell it's scared. Who claws the dog? And I'm starting to notice something about the pictures on this side. They're a little bit brighter each time than they were in the beginning. Now I see a little bit of brightness coming through the windows. Oh, a lot of brightness. Who thumps the child? Who bumps the granny? Now look at all that yellow. I think things are getting brighter. Wonder what that means. Who breaks the bed? And look at their faces. How do you think they all feel? Are they mad because they're all getting thrown everywhere? Looks like to me they're having fun, huh? And then I noticed outside it's not raining anymore. In the napping house, where no one now is sleeping. And we know that after it rains and the sun comes out, what is the beautiful thing that we see up in the sky? The rainbow. Look at the difference in the house at the end of the story and the house at the beginning of the story. The picture gives us a totally different feel, doesn't it? Here we feel like we should be taking a nap. It does feel gloomy. And here at the end is bright and cheerful. I love this story because it talks about different sizes, going from the largest to the smallest. I love the way the illustrations help us talk about the feelings, the way we feel about things. And I love the way the author uses the words like snoring granny, cozy bed, dozing dog, dreaming child, uses those words to tell us how the animal or how the person in the story feels. I hope you enjoy The Napping House as much as I do. And you can find it at your libraries. You can find it in your kindergarten classrooms, I'm sure. It's a great, great book. Lots of other good books by Audrey and Don Wood, too, as well. Thank you. See you next time.